Good morning, boys and girls. It's time to get started to make a Father's Day gift for Dad because this weekend it's Father's Day. So we have to get ready. I've got 3 ideas for cards. I hope you like one of them. If not, you can obviously create your own. So in keeping with the theme of outer space and planets, I thought one we could do that says, "You're out of this world, Dad." So I've got my 2 pieces of paper. I didn't have one big enough. If you've got one big enough, you can just fold it in half. So you decide what size you want. I'm going to tape these 2 pieces together to make a card. And I'm going to write, "You're out of this world, Dad." And then we're going to draw the planets and a rocket ship. I thought that would be kind of cool. So let's get this started and put this down so you can see what I'm doing. And hopefully you like the idea too. So I'm going to tape my card together because I didn't have a big enough piece of paper. So I'm just going to put tape on this side and line it up with the other side and fold it over. Okay, now I've got my card, so it opens up. So on the front, I'm going to start with my writing and then I'm going to fill in. So the first thing I'm going to write is "You're out of this world." And an exclamation mark because I'm very excited. I think my dad's terrific. And then down here, I'm going to make like a bubble because I want to color it in. Dad. This is a little on the trickier side. If you can't do the bubble, that's okay. I think if I'm able to, I'm going to try and upload a sheet. So, "You're out of this world, Dad." Now we need to draw some planets. So I have a few things here to make circles with. Since we just did Mars, I thought it would be cool to redo Mars. I've got kind of an pinkish orangey kind of thing here. So I'm going to do the planet Mars over here. And we had some squiggles and another squiggle. We had the loop, like the little craters, mini craters here. There. I'm going to do just a darker outline. Whoops, my outline went a little too far, so I'll just fill that in. And then, maybe I'll do the sun. The sun's not a planet, but we need the sun because all the planets revolve around the sun. And I've got my yellow highlighter one here. I think I'll put the sun down here. And I'm going to color that in. And then I'll do the rays that are sticking out. I don't want to color on here because I want to color in the word Dad. And then maybe I will do, do I have my gray? Yep, we'll do our first planet. You know what? I wanted to put a rocket ship in here, so I think I'll just stick with those 2 and I'll do my rocket ship. And my rocket ship, I'm going to have it flying kind of across the word Dad. So it's going to be kind of a big rocket ship. I need the wings on the bottom. So kind of 2 triangle-y spots here. I need the circle where all that jet fuel is going to come out. And I'm going to go up here, through here, and and make like a cone shape at the top. Yeah. And I'm going to do a circle so that my astronauts inside will be able to look outside the planet. And let's see, do I have any red? Red or orange for the fire jets coming out the bottom. There we go. So streaks of fire coming out. And I'm going to color in my word dad. I'm going to use 3 different colors for each letter. I'm going to start off with the blue. I don't have so many colors. I'm running out of markers. They've been drying up. I've had them so long. So I'm sure you've got, so you can use markers, pencil crayons, crayons, anything you have at home to color in and make your card. So I got the D. I think I'm going to do the green next and then the purple at the end. And I'm going to fill in the letter A. And then inside the card you can make a special message to Dad. Anything you want to tell your dad, what makes him so special. You can make a list of things that you think are terrific about him. You can just write how happy he makes you feel, what things you like to do together, all kinds of stuff. I'm sure there's so many things that I can't even come up with that you love about Dad. Let's see, what other things can we put on our rocket ship? Maybe usually some circles go around the rocket ship. And a cone at the top. There we go. So that's one of our cards. You're out of this world, Dad. And you can draw some of your favorite plants that we've been talking about. And then inside, you're going to write your special message to Dad. Maybe you can make some more planets inside. I'll leave that to you. And of course, at the end, you're always going to sign it, love, and then add your name. Okay? So that's one. Okay, card number 2 is Best Dad in the World. So I'm going to start by positioning. We are going to draw the Earth that we've already done. And if you've kept your picture, you guys can always use that. So I'm going to get a bigger circle because I want my Earth to be right in the middle. And I'm going to trace my big circle. Make sure I go around again, get it nice and dark. And then I'm going to try, I'm going to use actually green to do the land. So remember, Antarctica was at the bottom. It's actually white because it's frozen all the time. And then we had kind of Canada this way, North America, and the United States. And then we went little, and then we went bigger and down. I'm just doing it freehand because I didn't keep my copy, and we'll do the other continents here, and there we go. Okay, so I've got a rough draft of the world, and I will color this part in green because that's my land, all the continents, and then the other part I'm going to do blue. So I'm going to finish coloring that in later because now I want to write Best Dad in the World. So I'm going to put I'm going to do my word world at the bottom. So here I'm going to do it nice and thick. Best Dad, and remember our best printing. And Dad, I'm going to uppercase everything because I want to emphasize Dad. Best Dad in the dot, dot, dot. And then I'm going to put down here, and I'm going to change my color to gray and write world. Nice and big. So Daddy sees. Whoops, Mrs. K is writing too quickly and speaking, and there am my exclamation mark. There we go. Whoops. So again, keeping with our planets. And then you'd finish coloring in the world. So best dad in the world. So that's option number 2. And I've got one more that I think you'll like. Okay, and option number 3 card for dad. I don't have any paints. But if you have paints at home and you ask mom, you guys can work together. You can paint one hand and press it down. You'll make a handprint. Paint your other hand. Press it down, make your other handprint. So you'd have 2 handprints. Because I don't have paint, and if you don't have paint at home, what you can do is just trace your hands, because we are going to make a card that says, hands down, best dad ever. So I'm going to trace one hand. Very carefully and slowly. And then I'm going to try and do it with my other hand too. I'm going to have to move this hand over a little bit because I don't want it overlapping. So I'm going to carefully, it's a little harder with my other hand because I'm not used to it. And if it's too hard for you with your other hand, maybe you can get mom, or if you've got an older brother or sister, to help you trace your other hand. That one's tough because you're using the hand that you don't usually write with. So if you go slow, that's the best thing to do. So if you used paint, obviously you're going to see your fingerprints and your palm and everything. But if you didn't, if you'd like, you can color in your hands. You can do rainbows. You can choose Daddy's favorite color. But I'm just going to leave it for now, and I'll kind of come up with something to color it in with. And now I'm going to write hands down best dad ever. So I think if I wrote hands down best, maybe I can write dad and ever in here. I think I'll try that and see what that looks like. So hands down B-E-S-T. Ooh, I'm going to do that. Best and then I'll write dad here. And I think I'll do that ever down here. So you can decide where you're going to position all the words. And again, big exclamation mark, because you're shouting it from the rooftops that your dad is the best dad ever. Okay, I hope one of these ideas you'll like. If not, create your own and send it to me. I'd love to see it. Hey, and welcome back. Now that we've finished our cards, we have to come up with a gift for Daddy. So, I know my daddy loves treats. So I'm going to make him a cute little treat pouch. It'll be like a butterfly. And hopefully you've got some ideas of things that your daddy likes to eat. So I have this Kilimanjaro chocolate nut mix. So I'm not going to fill up my bag completely, just kind of half full on the one side. I'm going to close up the one side. And I'm going to put a clothespin. Oh, I think I put too much in. So I'm going to take some out. Don't want to waste it, so I'm going to eat it. So I've got to zip the bag shut. Here we go. Come on. Just this side, because I need to add some more snacks on the other side. You can use the same snack and do a couple of different bags if you'd like. So that's one side. And the other side, I'm going to put in raisins. My dad loves raisins. So I'm going to get my spoon and pull out some raisins and carefully put them in the other section of the bag. And once we're finished, it'll look like a little butterfly. A cute little surprise snack for Daddy, all decorated. Oh, I can probably get a little bit more in there. There we go. And if you've got googly eyes, you can add googly eyes to your... Get that sealed up. There we go. It's not even, so I can probably add some more raisins after. But right now I want to get decorating. Ah, I need a pipe cleaner. One sec. Found my pipe cleaner because I want to use the pipe cleaner for antennae. So if you don't have a pipe cleaner, you can always use a straw or little twigs that you find outside. And what I'm doing with my pipe cleaner is I'm twisting it around my pencil to make it nice and curly. So I'm holding the pipe cleaner with one hand, I'm putting it on the pencil, and then I'm using my thumb to go on and press it down onto the pencil. And then I'm just pulling the pipe cleaner and going all the way around nice and tight till I get to the bottom, and then I just let go. So now I've got nice curly antennae that I'm going to add to my butterfly. And you can see that the bag with the treats look like the wings, and they're nice and colorful. Well, colorful depending on what you put in. My raisins are kind of one color, but that's okay. And now if you have paint, you could paint, but you would paint it beforehand. I think I'm going to use the gray for eyes. I'm going to put 2 eyes. You could use, if you've got the googly eyes, you can use googly eyes. And then paint the body of your butterfly. Or I'm using markers. You can use bingo dabbers, crayons, anything you've got at home. And I think I'm just going to do a pattern of red, blue for my butterfly. So this can be a nice treat for Daddy. My blue marker is a little thinner, so it's a little harder to... There we go. And then you can wrap that up in tissue paper, or if you've got a little gift bag, you can pick Daddy's favorite treats that he likes to eat. And there we go. So there's one little gift that you can give for Daddy. I'm going to show you one more, and you guys can choose what's easiest and what you have at home to do. Okay. Hi again. The next little gift I have is making a pencil holder for Dad. So if you have toilet paper, you're going to need 2 rolls because toilet paper isn't that sturdy by itself. We're going to double it up to make it stronger. If maybe Mom and Dad have ribbon or rope, if you've got one of these at home, this would be a lot easier. So I'll show you the 2 different kinds and we'll get started. So we'll start off with, if you have a ribbon roll, you're going to slowly, carefully peel off one side because we just need the bottom part because it's got the sand on there already. And if you've got paint, markers, crayons, you could even just glue things onto your roll. You can cut out shapes and glue them. If you've got tissue paper, you can glue them, make a collage. I'm going to use bingo dabber because I don't have paint and I want to get this colored. All one color. So I'm just going to go up and down and dab my bingo dabber. Oh, I could do lines. I'll have to see if I've got another color and I can do stripes up and down. You can do any kind of pattern that you think Daddy will like. And we'll make him a pencil holder that he can put on his desk, maybe in his workspace. So when he's always looking for a pencil, it'll be right there ready for him. And I've got room for maybe 2 more stripes. So you can use construction paper, markers, crayons, tissue paper, anything crafty that you've got at home to make a design on your pencil holder. Okay, I'm going to leave making the other colors for later to save time so you guys can see our end result. So we've got that. Now, I'm also going to cut out little squares, and I'm going to do a thin strip, and I'm going to do 3 little squares, and I'm going to write the letters D-A-D on here so that Dad knows this is just for him. And I'm going to do blue, so D A D. And I'm going to, yes, there's my glue stick. I'm going to put some glue on the back of those. And, oh, come on, glue stick, there we go. And I'm going to put some glue on here, and I'm going to space them out, press them down, and count to 5. Make sure that they're stuck on properly. There we go. And put some glue on the next letter, A, and space that out. Make sure I've got enough room for the next letters. My next letter is going to go down here on the bottom, and this letter is going to go in the middle. So there, I've got it nice and spaced out. I'm going to press 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there, and it's stuck. And now the last letter, a D. And I'm going to put it here and press it down, count to 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you're not going to give it to Dad empty. You're going to make sure you've got some pencils and pens in there. Maybe there's a fancy pencil that he has that he likes, or you have a fancy pencil that you'd like to give your dad. And whoops, we've got to take care of that little business. So I'm going to use this at the bottom to cover up the holes so the pencils don't fall out, because it's no good if Dad has a pencil holder with pencils falling out. And don't forget to make sure that you color or use construction paper to decorate the bottom as well. So first I'm going to tape it, and then I'll put a piece of yellow construction paper on the bottom to match the letters so that it looks nice and fancy. So let's put the pens again in, and there we go. They don't fall out, and all done. So we've got a pencil holder that came from a ribbon, but if you don't have a ribbon roll, we can use toilet paper rolls. I've got 2. One's a little shorter than the other. So I'm going to trace a circle around this one because we need to make a base. See how this one had a base? If we left it blank, all our pens and things would fall out. So we're going to trace around, and then we're going to make a bigger circle around. So I'm going to use the inside. I hope you guys can see that I have my circle, and I need to make a bigger circle so that it can stand and not fall. There we go. So I'm going to cut around my bigger circle. So this is going to be my base, my bottom, and I'm going to decorate it so that it looks nice and fancy. And Daddy doesn't see all the drawings and how I constructed it. There we go. So I've got a little piece of cardboard, and now I've got the 2 toilet paper rolls. So I'm going to cut this toilet paper roll all the way down the middle, and I'm going to slide it and put it inside this one to make it stronger. And once I do that, one's longer than the other. So now I'm going to just start going around and cutting till I meet the first paper toilet roll. Because this is going to help us stick it to the bottom so that it has a base to stand on and so that the pencils don't fall out. Okay, so this part you can tape. So that it doesn't move. And now it's a far stronger pencil holder. And the bottom pieces that you cut, you're going to fold and bend back. And we're going to put glue on all of those pieces. And then we're going to attach it to the bottom to make it nice and strong so it stands up. So Mrs. K is using her blue glue. If you've got the white glue, you can tape it down. I'm going all the way around. And now I'm going to try and put it in the middle. And then I'm going to push and hold down all the pieces. You could, I guess, staple it down too. And I'm going to close my glue stick so it doesn't dry out on me. And I have to hold it down and keep pressing to make sure the glue sticks. So that's going to take some time. We'll pause it. Okay, I've been pushing and holding and waiting for my glue to dry, so you have to be patient. And then once you've got it dried, then you're ready to decorate. You can paint it, use bingo dabbers, use markers, you can glue construction paper, make patterns on it, you can write, you can cut out and put the letters on, you can just write Dad, decorate it any which way you want. And don't forget, make sure you add some pencils to it for him. Okay. My next idea is if mommies or your grandmas or grandpas can take a picture of you standing up, stretching up high, put your hands together, and they can print the picture, hopefully, and then you can make a bookmark. So you're going to be standing up tall, putting your hands together. You can have your feet together or apart, and then you're going to glue it, your picture, on a piece of a long, thin rectangular. And at the top where your hands are, you can do a hole punch and then put some ribbon through it. So it looks pretty cool. I'm going to try and download a photo so that you can make your bookmark. If you can't take a picture, you can draw or write some things that are special for Daddy. If Daddy likes to read a book, he can put the bookmark in and close up the book so he doesn't lose his space. And then I had one more idea. Yes. And that's if you have paint or maybe bingo dabbers. And you can, I'll try and see if I can post this, upload it in Class Dojo. So you can get Daddy's boot, put some paint on the bottom, but make sure you ask Mom's permission first. And you're going to do a boot print on some paper. And then you're going to get one of your boots and do a boot print in a different color inside of that one. And then you can write a special message to Dad. Or you could even put that in a frame and give that to Dad. So he'll always remember, once upon a time, how little you were. because you're going to be growing up soon, just like your dad. Okay, I will try and post these. I hope I gave you guys enough ideas to make something special for Dad. Okay, take care. Happy Father's Day.